What's up, Faith family? Jarvis Godin of Void Yards YT here, and welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we're going to be looking at the 2022 series Stars and Stripes 2018 Ford Mustang GT, which is a very long and unwieldy title, but that's the only one that accurately describes this vehicle. This is from the 2022 Hot Wheels Stars and Stripes series that they run every 2 years, and I guess the main gimmick with them is that all the cars have American iconography on them, usually American flags, and if you collect all of the cars in the series, then you get a little painting, or I guess a little mosaic. And if you line them up, it makes different symbols. I think in 2020 the car spelled out Hot 50 Wheels. In 2018 it made a giant American flag with a pretty badass design, and in 2022 it had a sort of bicentennial inspired design. That's the best way I can describe it. It was like a rising sun or something. Either way, we've got the Ford Mustang GT right here. This is one of two Stars and Stripes vehicles that I have in my collection. Probably going to be reviewing the other one in the latter half of season 4. But right now we're taking a look at this one. This is the first, or I guess the first modern Mustang that I have in my collection. So I was very happy about that. Main reason that I picked it up, I don't really care about whatever Easter eggs you can find on the packages. I mean, they're cool, but I believe in keeping the cars loose, because these are toys. They're meant to be played with. They're meant to be looked at. They're not meant to be kept in a box. There was a whole movie about why that's retarded. So yeah, in this review, we're mostly going to focus on the visual design of the car, the paint job, if you will, rather than the actual body of the car, the actual shaping of the Mustang GT, since that's not really the main focus. The main focus here is the American iconography spread across the car, how well they use the color scheme. And in that regard, there is a lot to talk about. And either way, I'm not sure my voice could take much more, because I've been talking all day, filming these videos, and my voice is completely shot. I think I'm losing it right now. Jesus. Yeah, first off, let's talk about the sort of angular design that they decided to go for in terms of the striping on this vehicle. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I think it would have been better if they went with a, I guess, smoother design. I would have liked that more. I think that would have been more aesthetically pleasing. But in keeping with the Hot Wheels brand, I guess it is better that they have a sort of tattered, radical look to it. That's sort of their brand. They're radical. They're crazy. These are Hot Wheels, so you would assume that they go with a sort of hot design. So while I do appreciate the individuality present within the, I guess, striping of the vehicle, I do wish they would have, gone a bit more traditional with this. The stars are done okay. And I think the way that the flag wraps around certain parts of the car, just the way certain parts are blocked off by sort of blue overlay, I guess the way you can call it, like a blue mask. I think that's very well done. And the design really does fit with the shape of the car. It doesn't feel like anything is being stretched. It doesn't feel like the texture that they chose for this car is erroneous in any particular way. It doesn't feel like it's a mismatched texture and blender. It just feels like everything flows together very well, and I think that's cool. I especially like the way that sort of you have the engine exhaust here on the hood, and you have the flag design sort of going into that. And I think that's a nice way to utilize every aspect of the car. And as you can see here, they have rims here that are American colors, I guess you could say. So you have a white one, you have white rims at the front, and you have glossy red ones at the back. It's America, so I'm not gonna fault them for the glossy red rims. It's a time of celebrating American history, is what I would have said if this review would come out on July 4th, and that was not the case. And December of 2022, this feels like the worst possible time to celebrate America. But every American has to complain about America while enjoying privileges of the first world, such as being able to review diecast cars that are as cool as this one. I'm not the most patriotic guy, but I can appreciate this design. And I may not be a guy that says the pledge or recites the Star Spangled Banner, but I can say I do appreciate American iconography. I really do like the sort of bicentennial thing they had going on back in the, I think, 70s and 80s. So I really do appreciate that design. Moving on to final remarks, putting that political diatribe aside, I would recommend the 2022 Stars and Stripes Ford Mustang GT for one main reason. That reason being that this seems like a collector item. I'm not entirely sure how many people bought this. I'm sure a fair amount of people bought it, but this is from a series that only occurs once every 2 years. So you could already assume that the models they produced in 2016 are more valuable than they would be now, since I don't think they ever reprinted those cars, and this is a very special American flag design. And I don't see any way that they could actually reuse that on any other casting of the Ford Mustang GT or any other car that has this American flag design. So I think this is a one and done thing. So I'd say definitely pick this up within the next year or so. I think they should still be pretty plentiful in the next year, but I definitely say if you see this car, yeah, definitely pick it up because I'm sure the price is gonna get out of control in 2024 if it doesn't already get out of control next year. But I say right now and next year are the best times to buy this. And they are pretty plentiful in stores. They still have a lot of these stars and stripes cars. So I definitely say go for it. I am kind of doubting they sold well just because it's past July 4th and they still have these sitting out on sale. So definitely cop these. It's a good investment, I'll say. And they're just really cool cars. And it's the Ford Mustang GT. You know, these things are just cool. Yeah, that'll conclude our review of the Stars and Stripes Ford Mustang GT. Thank y'all for watching and stay tuned for more titillating diecast content. That's all I have to say. Jarvis gotten out. Have a great night and God bless America. Because Lord knows that we need this help right now. We are on the struggle bus.